Overnight parts from Japan. All right, so what do we get? Well, obviously some floor mats, because the ones that are in it now were out of a Tesla. These will make the car faster because, see, they've got red. And we got an intercooler kit. So as you can see, I've already unpacked this. See, once again, the intercooler pipes, and they're hard intercooler pipes this time. Red, all of the nuts and bolts, and what have yous, also red. The intercooler itself is massive. I've already taken the opportunity to unpack it and give you an idea of its size. Okay, I'm being a bit facetious here because it's a freaking big shifter. 600 mil. But this is probably twice, 2 to 3 times the size of the standard one. Standard one is only probably that wide and half to 2/3 as thick. So yeah, this one sits down a little bit lower. The question is going to be whether we're going to have to change anything on the Viper front, on the front of the car. We can at least stick the mats in right now. This one, as you can see, keeps walking up. Ooh. Yeah, it's not flash. I should really vacuum that out first. I have to be careful here, because this sort of thing usually ends up with me detailing the whole car. That'll do for the time being. All right, next thing we need to do is dig out the instructions, although they're all in Japanese. So I didn't realise that one of them's got that thing on it. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. I'm going to need a spanner to put my floor mats in. See, this is a sign of good quality. If you need a spanner to put your floor mats in, it's good. Yeah, so I'll put the seat back and more of this. It's got little rippy gadgets here too to keep everything in place, so cool. Clip this off and throw it into the void. Having that light there's a real pain because it casts a shadow perfectly over what I want to do up. Down to your little SAB. Let's try doing that up, mate. If only I hadn't clicked it over to the other direction. Or I had clicked it over to the other direction, we would have done that up instead of undoing it, wouldn't we? Such are the tribulations of life. We shove this in here. Like that. I'm going to need both hands for this. No camera work. You don't need to see me do it. Press that up anyway. Finally, we'll rip these little suckers off. It's so hard to do everything one-handed. Notice it's got a gap under the throttle pedal. You don't want to hold that throttle pedal up at all. Okay, you want it going all the way to the floor. Yep, pretty happy with those. Second lap. Easy. The last part of this little docudrama is the ceremonial placing of the MonsterSport sticker on the fridge. There she blows. Hey, Wasabi cars. Caltech, BCW, Benny. Speaking of which, job done. Alrighty, so the instructions here, which are very good by the way, there's a lot in there. You don't kind of need to understand Japanese. It's all pretty self-explanatory in the pictures, but it says to take the whole front end off, which I think we'll have to do, but because we've got a different front end on it, I think what I want to do is remove some of this stuff here, maybe the intercooler as well, and just see what the room is down and behind there to get everything to fit. It's just exploratory today. As I said, I have to work on the Sunny truck. Poor little Sunny truck's been sitting there neglected because I bought this stupid thing. I miss my Sunny truck. I miss it. I want to drive it. So we need to get it going, which means it needs to have that fuel tank in, and it needs to have the dash finished off, and it needs to have the fuel lines in. And then it's actually going over to Haltech because they want to do a bit of a story on wiring it all up. I'm just interested to see like what sort of gains are made, you know, keeping the engine bog standard and then putting all, you know, letting it breathe basically. Because you can see in the old dyno, it came up and then just leveled off, and that was as much as that little pissy carby could flow. So now with all this other guff going on, we'll see how much better it can breathe too. We're going to have to move the tow hook and the horn down there, because it's sort of, it's in the way there. But this is how it's, that bracket there goes onto that hole, and this bracket here goes onto that hole. We can't move that at the moment, there's a little pipe in the way. We do have to take the whole front off, but I don't think we're going to have to cut it at all, because I think everything's going to clear. Not often you see a Viper with an intercooler. You can see the size of that intercooler there. Bit of a difference. Ooh, there's a bit of oil in there. That's a bit better. Wonder how much oil's in the thing. Let's find out. That oil means that our turbo's probably a little bit on the tired side. See if we can drain it out. Alrighty, so now I've got to get it all and put it all back in there, because Shanna's coming over to do the help me with the working bee on the Sunny truck, and if he gets here and I'm pissing around with this, he's going to get the shits. So, oh, that's right, I don't say shit on this channel, do I? So just forget I said that. He's going to get the poops and probably stamp off home after he's had coffee and whatnot. So he doesn't fire in the morning without coffee. Basically, he's completely useless without a good dose of caffeine to crank him up. Once he's pretty good after that, I've got to say, he's really good after that. But beforehand, mate, it's best not to get within sort of a 6 metre radius. You're liable to get hit with something. I'll be stuck in and get rid of all this stuff. Done a fair bit of work on the Sunny truck today, and I'm at the point where it's all set up on the bench over there, and I need to have a bit of a think about it. So in the meantime, that intercooler kit is just calling to me. For those of you that wanted to know how I put these lights on, I basically bent this bracket 90 degrees forward. So it's attached there, and I did the same under here. It does hinge a bit back and forth, which is a bit of a problem. So I might have to do something with this one through to there, but I don't want to put anything on the front, because it'll end up with a screw hole through there. I'm not 100% how I'm going to do that one yet. It says we've got to remove the horn. That's in the way, so that's got to go. And the horn's got to go. Oh, those two horns there. So I reckon this only has to be like swung out of the way. Then this will fit. There's another horn here. Of course. Why have we got two horns? Maybe that's what they meant, like take it off and throw it away. Good boy tow hook. So now that should sit nicely in there like that. So according to this, we've got to cut a little corner out. Oh, we may not have to. Or we may have to. So I shall be reading some instructions for a little while. I won't bore you in the meantime. Here's why I like Japanese kits, because every nut, bolt, washer, bracket, everything's here and included, ready to go. So it looks to me like we need to put these two brackets, one goes in here and one goes onto there, and that's got the mounting for the intercooler itself. So the intercooler sits in the back of here like that, and then these go down and plug into it. And then we've got some bolts in through there to hold that, a bolt in through there to hold that, and good to go. So let's get stuck into it. Everything's, look, it may all be in Japanese, but everything's numbered. It's honestly, it's pretty bloody easy. That is bracket number 4. Bracket number 4 goes over here. Boom, boom, just like that. Around that way. Those two there. This one bolts on to there and there. The intercooler itself mounts up with a grommet through there. Simple and easy. Okay, let's, Mr. Simple and Easy, let's tear into it. Putting of this stuff goes back on. Yep, doubtful this one will go back on, because those are the holes that it's supposed to mount into. Yeah, like that. Not a bloody chance, mate. So that one stays off, but this one goes back on. And that's what all of these little clips are here for, is to renew all the clips in it. I reckon that's really good. Check it out. I've just got to do this hose, put that back on, and we can put the front oh, and my horn bracket. I'll save you the tedium of it. That's really nice. What do you reckon? It's a winner. Absolute winner. Well, there she is, back on the ground. Complete kit fitted and damn near invisible. You can see it if you're right down, but like I'm crouched. This is less than knee height, mid shin, to see that. It fits perfectly. Drop the bonnet down. No, not that time. Pretty much can't tell it's there unless you're right sitting on the ground. Well, happy bloke. And that's the end of this episode, because as you can see, it's dark outside. I need to go home. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Like that? That's my AAA Components logo. Came up with that years and years and years ago, and the triangle denotes precision, the 3 of them in a row means repeatability, and the circle means consistency, laden with meaning. I just think it looks cool. I like it.